Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our presentation on home buying today. We are so glad that you've joined us. My name is Sarah Scruggs. I am the Community Engagement Specialist at Harvard University Employees Credit Union, and I'm so glad that you're here today. To get us started, we want to let you know that we have gone ahead and muted all of our attendees to make sure that you can hear our presenters. That's the most important piece of the puzzle. You want to hear the information today. So go ahead, continue on doing whatever you need to do. Maybe that's eating lunch, dealing with children. Maybe that is having someone in your office. Please go ahead and do those things. That will be okay. Please don't let this stop you from asking questions though. The chat feature is on the right-hand side of your screen. Or at the top navigation bar. And with either of the way you logged in, you'll find it there. And if you could please let me know, number one, so I know you can hear me, and number two, so I know that you know where the questions feature is. If you could put into the questions feature where you are joining us from today, where you're joining us from today. That way I know that you are, number one, you can hear me, and number two, I know you know where the questions feature is. So if you could just do that for me really quick while I go through the rest of our presentation, that will help me to know all of those things. We will be recording this presentation as well as posting it on the webpage where you registered for this today, and it will be on our YouTube channel to rewatch. So if there is a part that you miss and you want to go back and rewatch that, we will have it available for you via email as well as on our YouTube channel. We are asking you to fill out a survey for us at the end of our presentation today so that you can let us know how we did and we can continue to make these presentations better and better. Harvard University Employees Credit Union is the financial institution exclusively for the Harvard community. And so we are not for profit. We believe that we have everything that a bank does, but we do it just a little bit better. So if you have any questions about membership at the credit union, we are happy to answer those today as well. But just a little bit more about us here. And today's presenter is Ryan Douglas, one of our mortgage loan originators. He will be speaking about the home buying process, and that is Ryan's email address. Please take that down. If you do have any questions, it will be on the screen again at the end of the presentation. So no worries if you don't get it at the beginning. But Ryan, I will go ahead and turn it over to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Sarah. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here to discuss the home buying process with us. As you can see on the board here, my name is Ryan Douglas, and I'm a mortgage loan originator at the Harvard University Employees Credit Union. And like Sarah said, if you have any questions at any time, please feel free to ask them and stop me. I'd be more than happy to help you out. Today's agenda. We're going to go through the home buying journey. So we'll discuss briefly the process of home buying. And the second portion that we will go over is the mortgage qualification. And then the next will be the next steps to becoming a homeowner. So the benefits of having HUECU on your team. We offer a personalized service. This is going to be purchasing a home is going to be one of the biggest and most stressful transactions of your life. So having an individualized service and us on staff there to help you through there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's really going to eliminate a lot of the stress and make it a straightforward process for you. We offer a range of mortgage products that we can tailor to everybody's individualized needs. We have competitive rates and credits. A lot of our credits that we do offer for our first-time home buyers, we do have an 1/8% discount. We have some pretty good loan products for lower down payment options, such as a 3% down for first-time home buyers through our Home Ready program. And then we also offer closing cost credits for our first-time home buyers. We have a digital process which can help streamline the process of purchasing your home. We do in-house loan servicing. We have portfolio lending capability, and we offer relationship credit to our members. So the current real estate temperature in the greater Boston area, market conditions right now are pretty hot. This is due to there's limited housing inventory as there were in previous years. So this is making it a very competitive market to make offers and have offers accepted. That being said, interest rates are currently remaining low, which is also bringing more. Interest rates are currently low, which is currently low, which are. I apologize, everybody. Hold on one second. I'm losing the screen here. Currently, interest rates are lower than they were in previous years, which is making it easier for people to access mortgages. So more people are out there shopping, they're making more offers on properties. And then due to the limited housing inventory, as I noted on earlier, this is creating a competitive market due to the laws of supply and demand. So where do I start? The best place to start during your home buying process is to speak with a mortgage representative who can guide you on purchasing a home. If purchasing a home is on the radar for your near future or for years ahead, it's a good idea to discuss with somebody who has been through the process multiple times on how to begin and where to go from there. Through this, what we can do is we can discuss pre-qualification or pre-approval. Pre-qualification, I would recommend that is for somebody that's looking to purchase a home over a year from now. This way we can kind of discuss everything that you can get on track in regards to your credit, down payment, PMI, total cost of everything, what assets we look for, income qualifications, and then that way we'll be able to guide you on where to go. If you're looking to purchase within a year or so, I would recommend discussing a pre-approval. Now, with this pre-approval, this will qualify you as a home purchaser. So this is going to be a certificate that's going to be issued by us, which will prove you to be a certified, which provides your agent and selling agent with a qualification that you do have the financing backed by your mortgage loan originator, which they'll want to see, so you are a serious buyer. That way you can start making offers on properties. So the next part of the process is going to be identifying the properties. You want to make a list of what's going to be most important to you. Is location. You want something that's close to your work, that's going to make it easily accessible. Do you want something in a good school district, urban, suburban, all those things. Property type. You're looking for a condo, single family, multifamily, and desired features. This way, if you have this list, you can present it when you do become a serious candidate to purchase a home. You will be able to present that to your agent. That way they'll have a list of what exactly you are looking for, so they can help get you into the right area that you want to be in. So you've visited some open houses, you've looked on Zillow, you've visited multiple places. Now what do? What you want to do is you want to begin to assemble a team. So what you want to do is you want to start to find a lender. You want to find a lender that's going to have the product that's going to fit your needs the best. You want to make sure that it is going to be someone that is readily available for you at all times, because it is a crazy time when you are out there making offers. And you want to make sure that the service is there as well. Now, what a loan officer does is it helps you obtain financing, and the loan officer is going to coordinate with your agent and your attorney to help you meet specific dates for your home purchase. That being said, the next thing you want to assemble for your team is to get a buyer's agent. You want somebody that's community based in the area that you are planning to purchase your home. They are full-time and they are experienced. Another thing that you do want to make sure is that they are experienced with first-time home buyers. Being such a competitive market, you do want to make sure that they have had some success with helping first-time home buyers purchase homes. and they're going to be a really central figure in the whole home buying process with you. So you do want to make sure you have a good working relationship with them, because they're going to be in charge of coordinating with everybody and every aspect of who is involved with this home buying process. Now, the next part is going to be to get a real estate attorney. They're going to be very, very important as well, because they're going to help you draft up your purchase and sales agreement. You want to make sure that they are real estate specific. They are also working in the location as well. So preparing an offer in Massachusetts.
Hi, Ryan. Before you move on to the next slide, I did have a question that came in on the previous slide. Where do you recommend we find a realtor, an attorney? I think essentially what they're asking is, where can you find the folks to help to be on your team?
Oh yeah, sure. So there's numerous resources to find a real estate attorney. Wait, could you repeat? Did you say agent or attorney? I kind of think I misheard you.
Yeah, so they listed a couple of different ones. I think overall, I think they're just looking for where do you go to get those that will be on your team? So I think they're looking just for general tips on all of them. For the person that submitted that question, if that isn't the question, let us know and we'll clarify. But it looks like they're, okay, I just got something from them. Yes, it looks like they just want help assembling their team.
Okay, yeah, I'll go back here. Just so you can have it. Yeah, so I mean, there's some great resources out there to find an agent. What I would recommend, honestly, is almost like setting it up like an interview. Meet with a few different ones, make sure that you are going to work well with them. We can provide you with a list of people that we've worked with in the past that we've had success with our borrowers using. But again, I mean, you can also search online. You can look through reviews that way. There's always a great volume of information. And as far as attorneys, we do have a list of vetted attorneys that we have used and we continue to use, that we have a good working relationship with. So we can suggest them for you as well. So we can use them. You are welcome, if you were to purchase a home through us, you can bring your own attorney. We will have to discuss a few things with them if you have one on your own also. Hope that answered it.
Thank you, Ryan. I don't see any additional questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Magdalia. Yeah, so the next step. So after your team is assembled, you want to prepare an offer. Now, on this offer, it's going to have a good faith deposit. This is also known as the earnest money, or sometimes it's called an escrow deposit. This is money that's going to be submitted with your offer to purchase real estate. It's going to be held in an escrow account, and it's going to bind the submitted offer that you have put in on the property. The next thing that's going to be on the offer that's presented from the realtor to the selling agent, it's going to be the contingencies. So there's going to be these are conditions that must be met in order for the home sale to be finalized. So this is going to protect the buyer. So you can have a mortgage contingency, inspection contingency, and appraisal. That way, if anything does come up through the mortgage, making the offer on the property, you're able to pull out and your deposit is safe. The other thing that will be on the offer from the realtor is going to be the closing date, time frame for response, and then following that, the attorney negotiates the purchase and sale within 7 to 10 days after the offer is accepted. So apply for a mortgage. It's going to be the next step in the process. So you'll apply for a mortgage. You'll obtain a loan estimate. It's going to outline all of the costs that are going to be associated with the loan itself. And then you'll submit an application. Submitting this application will lock your rate for 60 days. So you will be locked into that rate in case anything does increase. So you will be honored under that rate. And then after that is submitted, you will begin the mortgage process, which is going to begin with providing requested documentation, including sources of down payment. Other items that will be listed on this are going to be financial statements for your bank accounts, your retirement accounts, W-2s, pay stubs, taxes, human resource contact. And then after well, during this process of obtaining the documents, we are going to order an appraisal of the property. And then once the appraisal appraisal report is sent back from the licensed appraiser, it is going, and all the documents have been obtained to support your loan file. We are going to submit it to our underwriters to be reviewed for approval, and then a commitment letter will be issued. Following this commitment letter, which will go over if there's any other conditions left in order to obtain your mortgage, your loan will be cleared to close, and your attorney will be notified to prepare for the closing. One thing that we do ask during the mortgage process is to please hold off until approved. No applying for credit cards, auto loans, anything like that, because that will change your monthly debt obligation, and it does have potential to result in a decline for you on your loan. So the closing, that's going to be the last step here. So once you are cleared to close, the attorney has received everything. They're going to work on what we call the closing disclosure, which will have all the final figures for you. It'll have your escrow amounts, the total amount that you'll bring to closing, so you can have that. And then you'll do a walkthrough 24 hours prior to closing with your agent. Make sure that there are no surprises on the property that you are purchasing. And then this is just going to be a quick roadmap here on the entire process of obtaining a mortgage. So the first step would be the express pre-approval, which you'll use to make an offer on real estate. And then once your offer is accepted, the purchase and sales agreement is executed, loan application is submitted, an option to lock interest rate, loan estimate, and disclosures are issued, supporting documents submitted for processing. Your application is processed with income and assets verified, credit reviewed, and appraisal received. Your mortgage commitment letter is issued. HECU issues closing instructions to attorney. The credit report is updated and employment re-verified. And then the closing disclosure is issued. Now, we do have some really good resources on our website. If you were to go to huecu.org/home loans, we have some great calculators. It's really, really user-friendly. You're able to go in, you can kind of plug in all the information for purchasing, on what type of property you were looking for. We have some great glossaries and definitions that will help you know the difference between fixed rates and all the different other mortgage products that we do offer.
Ryan, I have a couple of questions that came in before you move on. So the first one is, how much do you need for a down payment? I've heard that you need 20%, but we don't have that.
Sure. Yeah. So 20%, that's the gold standard that we want. However, we do offer all the way, we can do 3%, 5%, and anywhere in between. So that 20% is what we call the gold standard because it eliminates the need for private mortgage insurance. So if you are below that 20%, that will be an added monthly debt obligation into your factoring for your loan approval. But there are some great resources out there for smaller down payments.
Thank you. A couple of other questions that we have. When is an adjustable rate loan a better option than fixed? And I would say, if you don't mind, Ryan, explaining that, just some folks may not know what the ARM is. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. An adjustable rate mortgage, it's going to be essentially you'll be locking in. It's generally going to be on a lower rate for the term of the locked in portion. So say if it's a 5-1 ARM, what you'll do is you will lock into that rate for 5 years. And then what will happen every year after that, it will compound to a new, every year after that 5-year period, that lockout period is over, it will compound to a new mortgage rate. Now these are what I've seen is these are good options for people who they might not necessarily be staying at the property for a long time and they want to, get into a lower mortgage rate because it is going to, during the term. Because we do offer currently at the credit union, we have a 5-year, a 7, a 10, and a 15. So you can use that to your advantage to lock into a lower interest rate. However, if you're going to be there for a longer term, it might be a better option. If you're planning to stay there for 30 years, it might be a better option for you to stay there. Just go with a 30-year fixed rate.
Thank you. Another question that came in, lots of good questions, and definitely please continue to submit them via the questions chat feature. The next one is, who is considered a first-time home buyer?
First-time home buyer would be anybody who hasn't purchased a home or hasn't had any real estate interest in the past 3 years. So if you sold a home 3 years ago, you would qualify again as a first-time home buyer.
Thank you. The next question, if you're buying a home with someone else, whose credit will they look at? My partner's credit is higher than mine.
Sure. So as far as the credit goes for that, what we use is we will use both. We're going to use the average, the middle point between the two. However, we will be using the lower amount for qualifying for that. At the credit union, though, we don't do our interest rates based on credit scores. However, it will affect your private mortgage insurance. The payment is going to be based on your credit score.
Thank you. Where does HUCU lend to, looking to buy in New Hampshire?
Yeah, so currently we can lend 100 miles from our Cambridge office at this time. So we do serve parts of New Hampshire as long as it is within that radius.
A follow-up regarding the PMI that you just mentioned. Are you stuck with the PMI for the life of the loan?
No, you are not. Once you do hit that 20% equity mark, it will be eliminated off of that. That's out of your monthly payment, rather.
Thank you, Ryan. I don't see any additional questions at the moment, so I'll turn it back to you. And folks, if you do have any additional questions, continue to submit them. And Ryan, I'll just check in with you before we close out. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Yeah, so where I was, so yeah, we offer an array of mortgage products and services for all. If you take a look at our website at huecu.org/home loans, you can go in there. We have plenty of calculators and tools that you can use that kind of help you out and be a good start to take a look in the home buying process. We are here to help. We do have 5 mortgage loan originators that work at the Harvard University Employees Credit Union. Feel free to reach out to any of us at any time. We will gladly assist you with whatever questions you have. Even if you're just starting to look in the process, or if you're looking to purchase next week, please let us know. We're here to help you. And if you could please take the survey at the end of this, it'd be huecu.org/survey, and let us know what you thought of the presentation. Okay. Are there any other questions or anything?
Yes, there are 2 other questions.
Okay.
One is, what happens if we leave BWH and have a mortgage with HUECU?
Not a problem. You are eligible to keep your mortgage with us. You'll just have to, if you ever leave, your membership is going to be good for life. So as long as you stay here, you will be all set.
Okay, another question that came in, that will a recording be sent? And I can take that, Ryan. Yes, everyone that registered will get an email probably tomorrow with the recording and also a couple of resources, including a copy of the slides and Ryan's contact information. Okay, another question that came in from the same person regarding if you have a mortgage with us, I am not a HUECU member. Do I have to become a member before contacting the MLOs?
No, that's not necessary. You're more than welcome to reach out to us without, if you do decide to get a mortgage with us, we will require you to open a membership during the mortgage process. But for just beginning a pre-approval process or just a discussion about, starting the home buy, no problem. Just reach out to us. We'll gladly assist you.
Thank you. The next question that came in, my credit isn't high. What can I do to bring it up? I'm
Sure.
not sure if you want to take it, Ryan, or if you want me to add a little bit.
Yeah, I was. You can kind of. I was just gonna recommend maybe Green Path Financial, Migdalia. You probably know more. Would you want to?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, definitely what Ryan said. So we at the credit union, we have a service, and all of you as employees of BWH are eligible to contact Green Path Financial Wellness, and I will include their information, and I believe it's also in our follow-up resources. They are accredited credit counselors who you can call, and they can help you with improving your credit score. I do want to point back to what Ryan said earlier. For us specifically, your credit score will impact the PMI, but it will not impact whether or not you're eligible for a loan. I would recommend, and Ryan can probably speak more to this, is always meet up with an MLO first before you start accelerating repayment or working on your credit, because there may be things that you may not need to do. For example, if you have $10,000 saved up, maybe better to put that towards a deposit, towards your down payment versus paying off student loans. But I'm not sure, Ryan, if you want to elaborate a little bit more on that.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it would just have to be something we would have to discuss. We can kind of run everything through our calculator and tailor it to, we can work through any specific option that you do have. If you want to reach out to us, we can gladly help you with that.
Thank you. And those are all the questions that we have time for today. So I'll turn it back over to you. And if anyone else does have any other questions, do know that you'll have Ryan's contact information, so you'll be able to reach out to him directly. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.